Alright buds, episode 8 this week. Myself and Pete chatting today all about the last 2 weeks and what we're getting up to. Pete gave his hand to BJJ, tried out for the first time. Our newfound love for sea swimming in the mornings when we get a chance. A couple of new challenges between trying to get the training when you don't want to, trying to get the eating right, and a couple of things in between. So look, we hope you like the episode. Don't forget to like, share and follow, and we'll speak to you soon. Alright buds. Episode 8.
Episode 8.
Till
Everything.
Are out of.
Well, bollocks. We might fall asleep during the middle of this.
Like, what time is it now?
Sleep apnea.
What time is it now? It's
1:53, 54.
That's a
I know.
stopwatch.
That's how bollocks do you. It's 20 to 1.
Yeah, and the reason why we're out of because, as probably people would have seen on the page, that we went to boxer, so it was part of my transformation class. And big up to the transformation class. These are all savage. But you joined us this morning.
Yeah, thanks.
Delighted.
Thanks, Joe, and thanks, Daryl.
Daryl, yeah. And
thank Daryl, he sort of moved things around fair play.
And he was delighted to hear you were coming down, and I love that about him because he's so encouraging.
Yeah.
And you had a couple of people recognise you and Wayne. So we get Wayne a big shout out.
Wayne.
He'd do me head if I didn't. Wow, Wayne.
One away.
Yeah, so we went to box size. It was a later class. Like, I am still sweating. Now, I know it's warm out, but I haven't stopped sweating.
I just feel like I'm after getting out of the swim pool. I'm after changing my t-shirt twice.
You're in normal clothes.
Well, which is great. You're the only mate that I have that can get into the clothes, so it's
As
great.
I said, you can have them
That's
all.
why I don't want to fuck off.
Come here. So 2 weeks since our last episode. How have you been?
I just want to be apologetic for the sake. Daryl, if you listen, we know you are. Right? I said when my heart rate was at 178, I said you were no friend to the podcast. Now my heart rate is at the athletic resting heart rate of 154. I just want to say I'm so sorry. I love you. Thanks very much.
Yeah, and we were joined by Carol, which was on my first time. And Sarah. Sarah joined the class. And she's getting stuck in, fair play.
Yeah.
And Carol was great.
Carol is an animal.
Isn't she? That was my first time trying with her.
She just did not stop.
No, she's lead, and she kept pushing me. And then we went for a run, and then I was slowing her up. Says, "Here, keep going."
Yeah, fair play to her.
Yeah, keep going. But she's it was brilliant.
I was slowing. I was doing that. Sorry, I was doing that to Sarah. Sarah was lashing the everything out. Then the run, and I started slowing down. She was miles ahead. Fair play to her.
Yeah.
Fair play to her.
And as she said, she's holding a bit of weight, and
the determination.
She's getting stuck in. You know.
Yeah, well done.
That was one of the things actually this week. Over the last 2 weeks actually since we met last, there's been a good few times where I'm coming home from work and I'm right training's in an hour, and I'm literally like thinking of every excuse not to go, because I like as for your favourite little Stu was there. He's like, come on, you've worked all day, you're up since 5:30, whatever. And even Carol's like, you're going up to the minute where I'm walking out there. No, I'm not going. And then she kind of makes me go, so I go, and
then how'd you feel?
Amazing,
like this,
amazing. It's like a drug. Yeah. It's amazing.
Guts to glory.
Yeah, honest to God.
And that's not just for us, Joe, because we're probably fat and defeatist. That's everyone that's even fit. Oh, I don't want to do this.
It is.
And then when they do it, boom. Even what's the guy's name? He's sound. Sorry if I get this wrong. Feeling better with Chris, is it?
Oh yeah.
He's the same. We heard him saying it as well. I didn't want to do it, and then he got out.
He's so raw.
I might be getting that wrong.
No, I think you're right.
He's deadly.
Yeah, he's fucking brilliant. He is. And he's like, I don't know him. We've just been following him, and you know the stories he's putting up, like the little glimpse he gives you into the past, his past.
Yeah.
Rough. For him to come through that, it kind of, and I know we're not on the same wavelength. Like, we're trying to tackle weight, and he's trying to tackle addiction, and he was homeless, and he had a psychosis and all this stuff. I think it just goes to show that wherever you're going through, you know, if you put the effort in and you do the right things, there's a way back. And something that I'm actually getting
and forward when you get back,
100%,
there's a way forward.
100%. Something that I'm actually being open-minded to this week and last 2 weeks is what you put in, you give out, right? So if you're taking in loads of positive stuff, people have said it to me this week and over the last few weeks, like, Jay, you're real positive now. And I don't, it's not that I feel I'm not trying to be positive, but it's just, I'm in that mindset, which is a nice feeling. Now, that's on top of me nearly every time. Carol has to push me out the door to go. But it's like what you said, you're in, you're doing it, and when you come out, oh man, you feel electric. Yeah. It's like, even how good we felt leaving that class today.
It's just amazing.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Wake up, will you?
I know, I'm bad. But a good one, it's like, it's the dope, man. It is the natural drug. That's why I'm like, I could imagine, like, no disrespect, but if someone was down drugs or, heroin, it'd be like that. Because it's just, you get that same. But it lasts for a lot longer, I suppose.
Yeah. I don't know if
the dopamine.
Yeah, big time. You do get the hits, right? Keeps you going. Come here. For those that don't know as well, you've changed jobs, which we knew about. But how's the last 2 weeks been? Because you've kind of a lot of change going on, but you're still getting out and you're doing a bit.
Done the BJJ with Stu down in Team Rhino and Donegal.
Stu Crawley, shout out, fair play, Stu.
Yeah.
Team Rhino and Donegal, and we posted something
for Nadine Abbott, I think, on name. Yeah.
Yeah, but we posted something about it, and I think they have open classes.
Oh yeah, for kids now.
Oh yeah,
yeah. The timetables there.
I'm thinking about getting my two into it. There's a school club down in Navan, Coopers, and my niece and nephew go, Aaron and Emily, they go, and they love it. They love it, and I think I was talking to somebody. They said like about character building, like for a child, I think it's great.
Time,
when we were kids, we all did Kempo. We all did Kempo up and down the mate for years. And I think it's good to have kids into something like that. It's like what we were saying. If you, like, in the world that we live in now, it's all tablets and it's all computers and it's...
Yeah.
And now, don't get me wrong, there's kids out there and they're doing football and all that, but I think it's so good to have them into a club or something, Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
It is. It's great. That BJJ, that was a great social thing, like, for people as well.
Yeah.
Especially kids, get them into something young.
But adults even, for us to do it.
Yeah.
So you did a class, tell us about it.
I was mad because Stu's a completely different person. I don't want to say too much. Anyone that knows him,
He was a mad joke.
He was thus. But now we just see him, he's like, he has this energy around him that's calming,
That's mad.
And he was, everyone knows, anyone that knows him knows he was just like the Tasmanian devil.
Yeah.
Like, I went out on nights with him, and I'm not going to say stuff he done, like, but, someone might have saying something to me, and he
doesn't care what size.
Bang, no.
But he's much calmer now.
Oh yeah, like when he was showing me the moves, he was showing me, and then he's like, "So when I have you like this, I can just get up now and I can leg it like." And I was like, "What? Why are you legging it for? You're not gonna bust me?" And he said, "No, I'll be gone. So I don't want to fight." I was like, "Nah." That's not the Stu we know. Like, which it was lovely though. Like,
but there's power in that, isn't it?
Power in that. Yeah, that's
like he knows in his heart he could finish you off easy, right? But he walks away the opposite. It's like, like doesn't have to prove anything to anyone.
But for the size of him and the size of me, it made me humble to think.
Because he would be only up to your shoulder, would he?
Yeah, like Stu could actually kill me. Yeah. Like me and Stu. Since we were kids, we battered each other. He'd win, I'd win, and he'd win. Like, and he was always smaller than me, but he was just so fast. But like, you look at like he's in his fart, like same age as me. He's always.
He looks great. I've seen a picture of him there the other day on the Team Rhino. I haven't got a fucking loaf of him.
I know. And this where this plane comes from. He's just like, now I'll just leave now. That man's down on the ground, and I'll just leave.
But isn't that a good example of BJJ in how a mindset has changed for someone?
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
It is incredible.
I wish other people knew what we were talking about and knew what he was like. Like, I'm not saying he was bleeding Hitler or anything. I'm just saying he was...
No, like... He had a temper on him.
He had and he was an angry person for a long time.
Yeah. He tell you
that
himself.
He would. And we know why, but just... he's just a different person. It's lovely to say.
And it's great. I can't wait. And he's been begging us to come down. And I really can't wait to get down. I was hoping to get down last week. We didn't. But I do. And that's what I'm talking about. I have people around me now that are like that. That are encouraging. there's a nice circle around me at the minute. Now, it's all the same people I've always had around me. You, Dougie, of Gafran, of Anto, you know, and of things, and Dermot, and I keep contact them. But it's we're all in this kind of, I don't know, maybe it's because we're all in, like, maybe it is a bit of maturity there. It's like when you get to this stage, maybe in your 30s, your 20s and 30s, you're trying to prove to the world you're something that, you know, and you have to put out. And like even we're saying about Stu, he probably had to prove over the years because he was a smallish person that he had to show, like, I won't take shit off anyone. Do you know, but now with the maturity, he's like, I don't have to prove that to anyone.
Yeah, I think it made him humble, because when he went to the first BJJ class, he was saying, I don't know if I'm getting this right, but something like, say someone hit him and it made him like go, oh shit, like, whoa, like I could be better, and it made you humbled. And John said that to me before as well.
Yeah, John said to us, John Lally, fair play to him.
It makes you realise your ego out the window. You're nothing, like,
he
not
said
that you're
he
nothing.
said there's fellas coming in with chips on their shoulders, and they think they're all and then there's men double their age bending them into a pretzel. Yeah,
or kids, like Stu told me some of the youngsters, like, he has to show them what to do and all, and sometimes, like, he has to be a bit harder because they might be stronger for their age, you know.
Yeah.
So the young.
It's mad, isn't it? And speaking of John Lally, big shout out to that man, because he has introduced a new thing to my life through you, which I thank you for. Well, it's the sea swimming. It was
when I went with you, Stu. That was maybe the second time I went out. No, sorry, that was the first time I went out with John for the early one. But me and Ross O'Grady went out before, and then John happened to be there. John's always down there.
Yeah.
So I'm saying to you, John kept asking me over the 2.5 years, come on, Pete, like, he's very encouraging. But he to a point where he won't deny it with it and push it. But he used to say it to me, like, every probably 3 weeks. Or I'll be down there Friday, if you're down there, and he'd leave it in your bottle. So, you know, it was very encouraging, but at the same, he wasn't pressing on you, like, you know.
And you know what's mad? I've been like that with people now.
Yeah.
I won't name and shame this person, but I've been asking him to come out. He's like, I'll be there, I'll see you there, and he hasn't turned up, but he says he will, and I think he will at some stage. Now he has been out with me once already, but it's but what my point is on John, I met him yesterday, and because I was down Portmarnock, sunrise, tide was in, it was beautiful. It was beautiful, and it was just, I brought my brother-in-law Irfan down, we went down, me, him and Dougie, and oh man, I actually, as I was getting out, I was thinking, I'll go back for another 10 minutes. And even driving home, when can I get back? It's like I'm addicted to that feeling now.
Yeah.
And it's for anyone who hasn't ever done it, please do yourself a favour. It doesn't matter, big, small, fat, whatever. It doesn't matter. All you do is go down, and we've done it in the mornings. I'm sure you can go down any time, but the morning is the sunrise. You're setting yourself up for the day. Get in. You're not like, we're not swimming really.
No.
We're just getting in up to our shoulders, a bit of a dunk up to our neck or whatever. 15-20 minutes, and my God, the feeling from it.
Like the morning we went down, Chris wanted to go, but he wasn't well.
Yeah.
But I seen he had up there this
morning. Him and Alfie were out this morning.
Him and Alfie were out, and then Chris got in. So even the knock-on effect that, like, John has, and he was saying, we're not doing nothing, boys. Like, he's real humble with stuff like that.
Yeah,
but
it's all down to him.
Yeah. So the knock-on
and I said it to him yesterday, and he was like, you could see by him, there was genuine pleasure he got from that. Isn't it? Because I was there, and I brought 2 new people with me. Yeah. And that's all from him, you know. So, as I said,
he'd be smiling, I think that's great, but he wouldn't be thinking, he done that. Like, he doesn't think like that.
But you know what it is? He knows what he's getting from it, and to share it, and that's what I love. That's what I love about it, telling people that I think could do with it. Is like, the feeling is incredible.
Yeah. I'm going to go down with him and Max there in High Rock. You're not invited, but just the 3 of us.
Yeah, prick. What's High Rock?
It's where you can dive in when the high tide's in. There's Low Rock and High Rock, and then the shelter's where we went.
Yeah.
So you can actually do it as a ladder and all. Yeah, you can come down the next time. I'll come with us this time.
Who's going to stop me? You?
Well, you won't know where we're going.
Well, I know where it is now. So
but you won't know where
I'm not going to tell you when I'm going.
Don't be like that.
Don't forget who's dropping you home. Dropping me to the bus now, I am.
Yeah. I'm only messing with you. Like, get you out.
Yeah, whatever, yeah. But yeah, so over the last 2 weeks, we've kind of entered into new things again. The BJJ you have, we hope to do soon, and the swimming. How are you feeling in general about, if you think about where the 8 episodes in, first episode was just kind of putting the feelers out. Do you feel you've, right as you sit here right now, you've accomplished that?
Not a lot, but something small. Like, it's just gonna take me a long time. Do you know what? I think I'm actually dealing with stuff about me man now as well, you know?
Yeah, I knew that was gonna come. 30, God rest you.
Yeah. So, when she went, I was in the gym for 5 hours a day. And you see in the pictures, I can put them up on the page.
Put them up, my God,
I think there was about 5 months maybe between the pictures. I can't remember what it was. I was probably what I am now. It took me 5 months, and I had a lot of heartbreak on top of me ma passing. So I was dealing with a few more what's it called, bereavements than just me ma passing, you know.
Yeah.
So
and do you think you're connecting the two, that if you go back to training it brings back that, or are you? No,
because jeez, if I brought back that feeling, still I'd be fucking lashing the gym out. No, it's just something. It's just like, I don't know. It's the sad part of it now. I'm dealing with a couple of years later, you know. You prick.
It's mad, yeah.
You know.
No, but this is real life.
Yeah.
This is real life. You know, and for someone who loves you dearly, I'd love to see it, because I think by you delaying, one, the grief, and two, getting yourself into a position of health.
Oh, he wouldn't. I don't think it wasn't done on purpose. I definitely boxed it off. It's only coming back to haunt me now. I would have loved him to deal with it then, and be fit now. You know.
And is there, what's changed that it's opening up now?
I don't know.
Do you think?
I don't know.
Do you think it's going hand in hand, that you're like, because if you think about the last few months, your body, you've been putting your body through the pace now, although maybe a bit slower than you want. You have been putting the work in. You have been making the little movements on the
little
diet.
things, and then going back and fucking feel the shite, like, and then it's great, and then it's shite. I just need to get into a routine. Like, I just need to be militant. I do.
I think sticking to what Daryl said about 80-20, I think is, and I think 80-20 is achievable for anyone. You know, I do, but it does take effort, and it takes discipline, and because look, me and you are not sitting here thinking I'm the blue-eyed boy. We had a couple of cans of Guinness last night, and they were delish, and you know, I have over the last 2 weeks of eating out. I had a dessert the other night. There was a little bit me felt guilty, but then it's like, do you know what? I'm not stuffing me face morning now and the night with crap, so still losing.
I'm gonna be honest. I was terrible with the food, but when I'm good with it, I'm good with it. And I don't do this nearly 80-20. If I'm like, I'm on one side of the spectrum, like, goes from eating like 17 Chinese a day to 100% of those chicken and rice. I don't have it. Like, my tolerance is just one. There's no tolerance. Sorry, it's either
on or off.
On or off. It's not. I don't need to. If I'm at 100% good, I don't need the 20%. But I don't. I'll just keep going.
No, but the reason why I'd be encouraging 80-20 is to get you to that 100.
Oh yeah.
It's like you start, because I don't think you can flip it on. Just tomorrow you're going to decide you're going 100%. If you said, you know, even each day did 80-20, said right, I'm not going to eat shite lunch. I'm not going to, because I'm out and about, and I'm going to eat shite lunch. But my breakfast's going to be good, my dinner's going to be good.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Sorry.
And if you approach it like that, and I'm only telling you what I feel is working for me.
No, that's a good way of looking at it. I thought you meant at the height of things, when you're in sixth gear. Like, for me, when I'm there, you know. But
no. Like, even for myself, I'm doing 80-20, but I'm not. I think I need to go to 90-10, because I think I need that little bit more to see the results that I'm looking for. I still feel it's very slow. Now, in saying that, as I said to you, my last measurements, I've lost 4 inches off my stomach, 2 inches off my chest, I've lost 2 inches off my waist. I'm down just tipping 2.5 stone, which is deadly. But it's 14 weeks and it's savage progress. You think it's what's that?
You can see. I know you probably can't.
I can't. No,
I can see it, man. And a few people have said to you.
Yeah, I can't see it. Yeah,
but you don't want to get to that place where I'm finished now.
Oh no,
because you did say that yourself.
100%.
That's a huge thing,
and maybe that's why I'm not seeing it, because I don't want to see it yet. But I need to feel that I'm not that I'm not making progress. I definitely feel I'm making progress, because every time I train, I feel, oh yeah, that's another token into the bank to say my fitness and all that.
And do you feel like when you're away from the bag, let's say, at the gym, or that's another huge challenge is the food then. Like, because you're only in the gym for an hour or two. It's the food when you come out. And
I had this thought today, is that as much as it's hard to get going to the gym or train or go swimming or do whatever, it's even harder with the group.
Yeah.
It is harder with the group.
Yeah.
Like, because as a kind of a fat person for the last 20 odd years, I have an autopilot switch. I could go out through the whole day, not think about food once, and eat 5,000 calories.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And easy. And it's like this, because here's another thing. Let's say gang was go out to eat dinner, and bigger people will know what I'm talking about here. You go out to eat, right? We sit down in a restaurant, and I order a starter, but I'm gonna, instead of small chicken wings, I'm gonna go large chicken wings. Then I'm gonna go give us the big fucking dinner and give us something, and then the person sitting next to you might not be a big person, and they're like, "Are you gonna eat all that? Fucking 25 stone? Yeah, I'm bleeding starving. This is what I eat.
This is what I eat."
You're kind of like, your real conscious then is like, and people comment, it's like, "Hey, Jesus, you're hungry." Yeah, I can't eat the same as you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very annoying.
We're trucks where they're only micros.
100%.
You know, they only need a little bit of juice.
Yeah, and I heard this funny thing during the week, and it's so true. It's like, patronising people. We all know them, and I say with all the love in my heart, older people, they're so raw and they're so fucking honest that they don't consider feelings, right? It's like, do you know what you need to do now? You need to eat a bit less, right? And you need to train or exercise a bit more.
Yeah.
And you're sitting back and you're like, I'm fat. I'm not fucking stupid. Do you know what I mean? Oh yeah, that's what we call this episode this week. I'm fat, not stupid. Oh my god. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And as I said, the bigger people realise that will know that's what it's like.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, to keep the balance here, for the people who are trying to put on the weight, just eat a good dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for that.
And as you're saying that, I do think, like, my man dad, and probably your man dad as well, they got it from their man dad because of the war or whatever, the rations. Make sure you finish that. Everything was finished. That. Don't throw it out. I went in the press the other day, right, and that's fucking blue bread, isn't it? I says, Dad, what's the story with this?
Can't throw that.
That's all. I'll just scratch that off. I'll pick the get the fuck. Yeah, throw that in the bin.
89 cents for a pan of bread.
Okay. And you do, like, what's the story with this lettuce? That's not even green anymore. Just the new brown lettuce, is it? With the water in it. Oh, yeah, I'll have that. She can't.
Jesus. It's like me nanny used to do.
He doesn't throw out anything. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, my God.
The packet of sausages in the fridge asked me for the straightener twice.
Oh, could you imagine? Them old folks, they have stomach and constitution of, thanks. Remember me nanny, she used to boil her meat and she'd have it in the fridge and the freezer, and then the fridge again, and then the freezer, then it'd be out. Wasn't a bother on her. And you come home and you come into the house, making a sausage sandwich, you want it? Nah, okay, you're alright, thanks. Yeah, glad. Earlier. Oh my God. Hell. But yeah, we were saying about the food. You think about it as well, and a lot of people in their 40s will know this. I don't care where you're from in Ireland. It was an Irish thing. There's babies in Africa starving. You were guilty. You were eating plates of potatoes because you felt guilty about the babies in Africa.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, because in the 80s, growing up, that's what it was like. Yeah. It was like people don't have that. And it reminds me of a total unrelated story. I remember years ago, if we were being cheeky to me ma, you know, she threaten you with like, I'm gonna get someone to come and take you away or something. You know, that was always they always had something to say to kind of put you in your place like that.
Yeah. I'm just thinking there, like you're right about the starving kids in Africa. Like I'd be, well, then send me over there, will you, for a few months and pick me up then?
Yeah, fucking hell.
Yeah.
But we're saying about
it's gas what you said about that. I'll get someone to come and it's that again, unrelated. But remember Chris, right? There was this rumour going around that you won the lotto, right?
I remember that.
I remember that. And I was going around and everyone was believing.
That's right.
And me dad, because we all lived in the house, me dad was like, you need to put a stop to this because these two got kidnapped. Someone will come and take you. And I says, hold on a sec, Dad. No one's going to kidnap Chris because they'd need like about 100 grand to pay for them to keep me alive while they wait for the ransom. Sorry, Block. I love you.
That was gas. Remember that rumour? That was gas. And I actually convinced myself, said, Chris, the toy fella, he wouldn't tell you. See, he probably is. He's driving down the road in a Bentley.
Yeah. Now, he'd be driving down the road in an owl Audi with the wheelbarrow on.
Yeah.
Looking like he's probably stricken.
Yeah.
Love you, bro.
But come here, as we're saying about the eating out, and people comment, like, you want to eat all that? Says, you're hungry, ain't you? Say, fucking right, I am.
Yeah.
But do I have a lot of fuel to put into this machine?
Exactly.
I was thinking about things I won't miss when I'm skinny.
Yeah.
One of the, and this is the most ridiculous thing ever, but annoys the shit.
I miss me feet.
Seeing your feet?
Yeah.
I have to sit down
I
to
sit
see your
down,
feet.
yeah. I miss them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I miss me flute because I can't see me feet. That's where me flute lands.
Sorry about that.
I'm on US and I'm hung like a hamster.
Yeah. Right, come on now. This is
remember
this is
they
a
said
family
someone
show.
asked us it's not. Remember someone asked me to do a thing, an episode in 6?
Yeah, but
Remember
the
I was
boss
telling you
has
that?
put a stop to
Yeah,
that.
the plug was pulled on that.
Carol pulled rank, says, not a bleeding hope. Are you going on to that podcast talking about sex?
Yeah, exactly.
But from, we sidetracked there, sorry. I'm thinking about things that I won't miss when I have a proper dad bod. I'm aiming for a healthy looking dad bod. Do you know when you buy jocks? So I buy, I'm not trying to be fancy, but I buy Calvin Klein jocks because they're the most comfortable, right? They're just most comfortable. I can't wear Duns or I can't wear pennies. They fucking violate me and all.
Calvin Klein because it's a model thing. Didn't know they made them for us.
Oh, you get double XL, yeah? Us, like big people, like.
Double X. Stop still, will you?
Shut up.
Can you get 3 or 4?
X,
I don't know why my waist is yet. I don't know. I had the big legs. I'm about a 5X in the jocks. In a boxer. Yeah.
Double X. I'm actually down to XL now.
Ah, yeah. And my ass is tiny. I don't know. I just had the big legs or something.
And it's not even. It's like your fucking toys are big.
Yeah, what? Yeah.
But you're mad disproportionately.
I'm just a creature.
5XL jocks. 5XL jocks be like a fucking t-shirt to some people. Sorry to disappoint you. Anyway, I was saying about
there's
the
nothing
jocks,
more than something than getting fat stick off a fat man like that is fat and is only in the 2X in the jocks. I know you mean 5.
I'm only saying I'm more commenting about them sort of jocks, cheap big jocks. They start off at this in the morning, and by the time you come home from work, they're all over the bleeding place. They've stretched out. You might as well be wearing a dress. Anyways, and I've gone through all the cheap jocks, and I've settled on I have to buy the better jocks because they're way more comfortable and they don't stretch out of place throughout the day. Because you know yourself, you put on a pair freshly out of the dryer, they're kind of nice and tight, you know, they're stuck to you. And by the end of the day, there's bits of you falling out all over the shop.
Jeez. I just
so
get
anyway,
them on Bill Hill and then you go on.
But even them, one wash and they're fucked.
I know, that's what I'm saying. They're all over the shop.
But it's like we said, like buy cheap, buy twice. So we just get a good pair. Anyway, but the band on them, right? What happens is, we were saying the canopy, because the belly's so big, the band, you know when you see the models going around that Calvin Klein jocks and the band's up here and it's nice and
you
flat.
Can see Calvin Klein.
Mine folds in half.
Yeah.
And every time I'm taking my jocks out of the press, I nearly have to iron them straight. I don't know why I even bother because they just got to fold in half again. But I won't miss that. That wrecks me head.
So you want the band to stay up so everyone can see you're in the Calvins and you pay a fortune for your jocks.
But by then I probably won't need Calvins because the comfort thing. And we go nothing. Yeah. It's not about Calvins. I don't care about the make, but if I found a make that fit me the way they do, I'd buy them. It's not about the money and the things, like it's about just getting the comfort. And I also think, as a bigger person, and a lot of people will agree with this, you actually have to pay more for comfort.
You have to pay more for everything when you're fat.
Everything.
Not clothes. Healthier eating is more expensive.
When you're fat?
Well, if you go into a shop, that's what you're saying about the salad. Go into a shop, you get the salad, $7.50. Go up and get a big fat fucking chicken fillet baguette, all the sauces.
For $4.50 or $4.
Whatever it is, you get a packet of crisps and a can of Coke.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking believable.
It is. Yeah, it's mad. It is very dirty.
Like, do you not think, like, the health minister should tackle that? Although he's probably a big fat fucking yoke. I seen a picture about the health ministers across the world. The only skinny one or healthy looking one is in Sweden or so. The rest of them are all bleeding yowich, blimps, yokes, yowich.
Yeah, it's not a good advertising.
Isn't it?
That should be nearly a thing.
Yeah,
if you want a job, any job, you have to prove that you're good in that area.
Right.
So the Minister of Education, there has to be like a retired teacher or something that has gone through it and knows the problems. Yeah. Instead of some gobshite just picked out because for whatever reason, like he's not, and same with the Minister of Health.
I know. Remember Mary Harney? Yeah.
All them.
Fucking hell.
Anyway, so not getting into politics. This is not a political show.
No. I could actually, look, I can go for the kip now for a few minutes in this church.
You can piss off. We're nearly done anyway. Come here.
We missed 2 weeks, but we have to get them a good shop.
Yeah, but I need to drag you outside and fucking douse water on you or something. Come here, I'm just looking at our board here. I can't see because the camera's in the way.
Look at that writing though, you can read it.
That is nice, fancy writing.
No, it's not fancy. It's very quick.
It's legible. There's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
We were having a bit of a debate and an argument about this, and I'd love to put it out to anyone listening. We have mentioned before about motivation versus discipline, and we said, forget your motivation, and you were like, fucking listen to Joe Rogan, but it's not that. It's because when you're in doing this, motivation is like can be turned off in a whim. Yeah. And we were saying that if you got a good song, what motivates you? A good song can get you going, but a bleeding sad song can turn it off like that.
Yeah.
So I try not to rely on motivation because my motivation to me is a temporary commodity.
So what do you use to discipline?
It's just
saying no to bad shit and saying yes to exercise. No. But
it's like that. The other morning, my fucking alarm went off at most mornings this week, 5:30. And I'm like, oh no, I can't do this. And I'm staying in bed, and it's like, get up. Yeah. And I get up and I get dressed and I, splash the water in the face and I just plow on. I try not to think about or dwell on things, and just get up and go. And same way, it's the kind of use that I know how good I'm gonna feel after this. Now, in fairness, I say discipline has got me through things, but this week and probably last week, I had to put a lot of it down to Carol because she wasn't letting up. She was like, "You're going."
So that's motivation. That's not discipline.
That's more worry for me.
She's trying to motivate
that's
you.
That's more like threat of violence.
Oh yeah, that's motivation. That's not Carol using discipline on you.
Well, it is. I would have said that's discipline. It's not motivation. She didn't motivate me to go.
She did.
She said, "You're bleeding going." That's discipline.
Yeah.
But you buy into the motivation. No, don't get me wrong. It's nice. Motivation is nice.
If you go back to episode 1, I'm gonna find it later. I know he was the one that said discipline's all that matters. But I'm saying to you, what does motivate? Like on what I'd say, if I can actually be more
I get
specific,
what your question is. Yeah.
A song, a book, a person.
No, none of that. Well, people, yeah, maybe, because I share a lot on the page about people just transforming themselves, men, women, whatever it is. Even your man that we're saying about the Chris fella, like how they can, that motivates me because it means that whatever I have in my head, there's other people going through worse and they've done it, so I can do it. That does motivate me. But another thing that motivates me is trying, and it's probably a new thing, is trying to visualise my end goal. I was just getting ready, and we were coming out of the house after showering, after training, and I was putting on the shorts because it's fucking sweltering now. I was thinking to myself, this is the last few days of summer that I'm going to be big. Because next summer, I'm not going to be big. I'm going to be bigger than most people, but I'm going to be a lot smaller than I am now. I'm still going to be about 18 stone, but...
You'll be happier once I'm bigger than you. That's right.
No, I'll be happier when you're with me. When you're with me.
If I'm a pound heavier now, you'll be happier.
That's nice. That's nice, but that's why I'm like... You touched on it there. You have a lot going on in the Dome, and I still think this is where the discipline comes in. You start a new job, and I was saying to you, you need to start as you mean to go on. That's discipline.
Yeah.
Because you're getting your roster, you're going to know where you're going,
Yeah.
and then it's to get into a routine, and the discipline is making you stick to that routine.
Or I know what I have to do because I've done it. It's just, my head's not just in it now.
But
I have to figure a way out at the head.
But try and let the head stay where it is, but kind of take yourself out of leaning. I mean, your head needs to be right. Just go and just do it.
Just do it, yeah.
Your head will come right.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I was even chatting to Sarah during the week, and we were
will.
saying about the eating, and that's what we're saying about eating is so hard. It is so hard.
Mm.
Because it's easy to run to takeaway. You know, it's easy not to bother your arse making something and just order food out or eat shy.
That's what I'm saying to Annie, like we don't have a takeaway anymore. Our dinner is takeaway. Like that's our dinner all the time.
It's not a treat anymore.
It's not a treat. It's just dinner. It's when it gets like that, it's like, oh fucking way, man.
Yeah.
I said it, and she agreed. Like the two of us now, what does, you know, when I don't know, you bounce off each other, and I don't know what it is. Just I saw it.
Yeah, but no one's gonna fix for you. So you have to just say, fuck this, I'm going to start and make a start and just do it. And it will be tough. It will be, you're like, oh, fuck this. But that's what I'm saying to you. The best thing, I think, for in your situation is to get into a routine. And even if at the weekend you and Annie go bananas and order 2 or 3 takeaways, so what? Because Monday to Friday, you've put the work in and it's another option for you. I know you're not going mad into counting calories or whatever, but whatever calories you looked at, you stretch them over the week, and you say, right, if my daily intake's going to be 2,000 calories, but actually, or 2,500 calories, I'm only going to eat 2,000 calories a day, so come the weekend, I've built up a little surplus.
Yeah.
It's any of these tools I think you need to switch on to get yourself.
I just think when the boss told me about the night shift, I was like, yeah, that's going to sell me down to the fucking ground.
Can I be honest, brutally honest with you?
Nah.
I'm going to anyway. We're 8 weeks in, and I'd say if we went back over every episode, it's the same thing. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Because people have asked me, so how's Pete getting on?
Yeah, but the only thing that's changed is I'm actually going to be working shift. So I'm going to have a time now where I have a day free during the day.
No.
You know?
Which is great. But what are you going to do on that day?
I'm going to get
Drive
into a
around in
better
your big
routine.
fancy Jeep you're getting?
No, I'm going to get into a better routine. We'll see. We'll
but
see.
This is,
let talk for itself. Because what my big thing, I have it out down, I keep saying to myself, don't say, just do.
100%. Love it.
You know?
Love it. But I haven't seen the do yet.
I know, you haven't.
No, I will say you have. I've seen little things happening.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Most
but
of the things
people,
I've done, to be honest, is for the podcast, because, and this is going to be honest, like, this podcast probably motivated people to get out and do a bit.
It has. I know for a fact it has.
For me, I love saying that, but I'm not even their level. What I'm doing, like, when I go boxing with you, and thanks to Darryl, it's like to help, like, to show people that you can do it. But after that, I don't do nothing much for the week. So it's nearly like it's a fake thing. But I'm trying to do it to show people, to help them, to motivate them, or whatever you want to say.
But that's not what we started this for.
I know.
So you need to.
But I'm
that
just,
message.
yeah, it's not. But it's just the fucking. We started the show because we are going to journal it for us.
That's what we're doing.
I know, but we haven't done nothing really to add to that journal. Just little bits here and there.
So go up off your arse and start.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying to you, you need more empathy because I'm part
Empty towards you.
just I'm saying to you, I'm dealing with stuff now
No, I get
with
that.
me ma, like stuff that would have made
Now
me
people are gonna think he's a hard selfish prick.
stuff that would have made me like a statue back then,
Yes.
but it didn't, because back then I was down the gym 5 and 6. You see me still. I'd fucking blitz anyone in the pool 2 kilometers a day, eating fucking chicken and rice 3-4 times a day. That was what I want. That's what we need now. Unfortunately, what I should have dealt with back then, I'm only dealing with now. So for you, like, you're being a bollocks.
No, but I'm not. I'm trying. This is the first time you've kind of spoke about your man in terms. I didn't know where your head was there.
Yeah.
Right, so that's
I
not my
didn't
fault.
tell anyone
You
that.
prick. That's not my fault. What my thing is, that aside, now that you've said that, 100%, that journey of grief is so different for so many people. So I can't sit here and say that. That aside, what I was trying to say was, it's time now the shit I got off the pot. Like, it's time. Because over the last few weeks, you're like, yeah, I'm going to start. And I'm just holding you accountable, because I'm not. Part of me love and thing for you is I have to be that. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear.
Tough love.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. It's like, come on.
No,
Someone, like, more than one person's come up and said, how's Pete getting on? What's he doing? So, he hasn't really started yet.
That's good. That's truth.
But it's not good. I want to be able to say, me and Pete are fucking killing this.
Yeah, will be. Yeah,
no, and that's grand.
You know,
Absolutely.
I don't know when, but selling it.
No, listen, you have this. The whole grief thing is more important. So, and then I don't know if you've delved into maybe like counselling to help you with it, or would you be open to something like that?
They did before, like, and they do help, but they help you to a point, and then you need to, like, it's the same old thing. Like, you're in the box ring, you have to deal with this, because no one, when you put your head down the pillow at night, all them thoughts are yours. Yeah, no one can help you.
I know, and from someone on the outside,
and I'm not
looking in,
like, counselling's great. I have gone, just so people don't think, like, I have gone and dealt with bereavement. Like, you know, like, we can't even say his name. Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get so upset, but you know, we've been dealing with bereavement
100%, a
lot, you know, and it's
and
just keep
you know,
coming.
It's, and I see Carol's ma passed away. It's nearly our 1 year anniversary. God rest her breed. It is. I feel so helpless with you and Carol, because with all the will in the world, I'd love to take what she's gone through and take it off her. Yeah. But I can't. And I see her every day. She's on this journey on her own, and it's horrible. Yeah. It's so hard to watch, and she has to go through it on her own, same way you do.
It is.
Yeah,
and like, the only thing,
and I'll be honest, and you had to be honest, you haven't shared that with me, and fair play to you for sharing in this forum. Like, now everyone's gonna fucking know, but it's important. But then there's another thing. It's important to share that. It's important, because I wouldn't have known.
I know.
And for people listening, doing the same, share it so people know what you're going through. Yeah. You know, you make me feel bleeding terrible. You're a wanker.
No, but you went to know it. And I never heard anything from you. In fact, that's something I would have told you, but I just didn't want to be another excuse not to be healthy, you know.
No, but if I was going to give you any kind of free pass, that's absolutely the one thing where I'll say, right, tough love is give you a bleeding hug rather than to be giving you a guff.
But you have to get over the hill as well.
On the other side, do I?
No, but people need that toughness. Come on, like, you need to get past over the hill. Like, it's time. Like, you know, I think Ross put it up again, saying you can either be in pain healthy or in pain unhealthy. So, like, either way, you should always probably try to be healthy and deal with everything that's going on anyways. You're going to have to deal with it. But while you are, try to be healthy, you know.
Yeah, like, not that I want to put Pitch as the poster boy for being able to overcome big life-changing situations and turn it into a positive, but, you know, there are people out there listening and watching what we're doing. They're going through the same, and you nearly can share your journey with them. It's like, I am dealing with this, but I'm also dealing with this. To Ross's point, this is big cloud over my head, but I'm doing a little bit here for my health.
Yeah.
you know.
No,
And like
that's the good way of putting it.
And like you said there, I know for the last 15 years you've been carrying that grief around you, and it is a heavy load. It is a heavy load. I've had grief and myself, but it's I think it's all consuming. It is all consuming from what I can see. Like obviously with yourself and Carol going through, but wouldn't it be amazing to show, nearly to document your journey getting through that?
Yeah.
No, that's a very private thing. I'm not saying you should do that, but I'm just saying it'd be amazing to see. Whereas, like, people see you very vulnerable now, and now, right on top of people looking at this, only new people might look at this and say, "Jeez, your man's huge," and then they hear your backstory and he's like, "Oh fucking hell," that makes sense. But that's the same for a lot of people.
Yeah, and that's how we always said I pacify myself whether I'm happy or sad was just felt and not exercising. And it's just a fucking horrible bastard cycle of a thing. But
which ties us on nicely to men rising together.
Yeah.
For those of the people listening that don't know, myself and Pete in 2 weeks' time are going on a Men Rising Together retreat to Donegal.
Yeah. It's our birthday.
It's our birthday. You have a list of stuff that
and we better say that O'Shea is gone.
Dotty O'Shea, and I heard him tell you this morning, I don't know who you are, the bleeding cheek.
So I just want to read a little synopsis of there's more to it than this, so this is just very basic. But some of the headings of what they go into on the journey will be. I'm reading this from the Breed Trust Flow .ie. So this is the lads' page, like the web page. So we will journey together over a powerful weekend in the beautiful location of Faunaboy, I hope I'm saying that right, County Donegal. Over the weekend we will embrace a sacred trust. Bon Yoga.
Don't know what that is.
Bon Yoga, right? This is what Dave Patrick was telling. Bon Yoga is renowned before any yoga. It's a Buddhist yoga, but it was never orally wrote. It was only passed on through the practice of it. Yeah. So in the last 100 years, if I'm getting that right, I hope I am. It's been orally. It's been wrote down. So,
amazing,
it's a type of new yoga, but it's the oldest yoga. If that's makes sense. Yeah. And 9 cleansing breaths, which I done that now. Probably only a small workshop I done with him. It was very good, but the 9 cleansing breaths we done. And you lean into the spirit of what's it?
Cacao.
Cacao. It reminds you of a bird. Cacao, you know, like that, yeah. Deep breath work, the triad of 3. I don't know what that is, but sounds interesting. Drumming, poetry, which I actually wrote a few pounds out that.
Lovely. I think that's great for healing.
Music, raw honesty, cowl therapy within the lakes, and powerful hike up of Ireland's one of Ireland's highest mountains.
That's gonna be epic.
Yeah.
The reason why I brought that up is because a very good friend of the show who has been giving us a bit of direction about what we're doing, Macca, I'll say. I'm going to call him Macca. Macca was due to go with us as well, but he has a bit of a conflict, so he can't go. So, amazingly, he contacted me during the week. He said, "Come here, if you can put it out on the podcast, if there's anyone out there that would have liked to go, but maybe money was an issue, or just, you know, whatever, didn't have the funds, or was afraid to make the commitment to go, he wants to donate his place." And he was on to David Patrick Farrell, and David Patrick Farrell thought it was savage as well. So there's a shout out, a kind of a call to arms here for anyone listening. If you know a man in your life, I think it's minimum 18. I think I may be wrong there. I'll confirm that. If you know of a man in your life who may be interested in doing some of the things that Pete mentioned there, coming at this could be from, you know, a healing point where, you know, they suffered trauma, suffering a change in their life, dealing with the death of some loved one. There's a lot of healing in this weekend. And then the other side of it is around kind of building yourself and exploring things.
Yeah, find your identity.
Find your identity. There's so many things positive. So many positive things.
Yeah.
If you know someone, what we're saying is Marker is going to donate his place. It's fully paid for. What we'd love is if you could contact the show and just give us a little kind of, hey, and you can nominate someone, your brother, your cousin, your friend, doesn't matter. Say, hey, my friend here, he couldn't afford it. He's dealing with X, Y, or Z. It's not that we want to, we're not making a competition out of this, but we want the place to go to a worthy person that will get something from this. It's not a free lads weekend holiday. That's not what it's about. It's about someone who may be healing or hurting, needs something new in their life, maybe just something totally different. If you can contact the page, we're going to send off Macker. He's going to kind of, if you want to select one of the people, he's going to pick the person who he's going to give the thing to. And then in Friday the 22nd, we're heading for Donegal, and as I said, it's all paid for. The tickets all paid for. So I think I made balls of kind of saying that, but have you anything to add to that?
I just I hope anyone that enters wants to really go, because they'll always feel that they need it. If you don't win, please don't be heartbroken. You're still if you're still a winner, it's not. It's
very
just,
good point.
It's going to be hard to pick someone, I'd say, for me.
Very, very hard. No, it will be. And actually, a great point there is if you are the person that does contact us and it doesn't go to you this place, reach out to the page, because we're doing Port Marnock dips most Fridays now. I'm committing to this. Come down to us, meet us. We'd love to see, and that's another thing. So, and I know Dave Partridge and lads have different workshops throughout the year. Keep an eye on them. But anyway, just to summarise, we're looking for someone, a worthy recipient. We're looking for a worthy person to go to get Marker's place. It's fully paid for. If you know someone, you want to nominate someone, contact the show, contact the page. The page is Alright Bud Podcast on Instagram. I'll share the links on our Instagram page, on our YouTube page, and Spotify and stuff. Alright Bud Podcast, and just let us know. We'll send them on, and we'll contact. In the next week, we want to try and get this done the next week, just so the place isn't lost. But please, I think it's such a really good thing. And Marker has gone through his own things in life, and he even said that he just wants to pay it forward. He's having a bit of luck in the last while. So fair play, Marker.
Just want to say, I don't know the travelling arrangements, but if you feel you need it and you don't drive, just enter it anyways, because we can sort something out for you to get down there. There's 100%. No problem there.
There's 20 odd lads going. So we get you a lift or a bus. We worry about that.
Because you're going to the person that does get it, we're going together. Anyone that's doing it is probably partnering up with their mate. So this person's going to be probably travelling alone. You don't want that. And come here. There's another person coming with us, think. So there could be space in my car if you don't have a lift down. And we don't know the arrangements yet, the time we're meeting at, but we'll share all that. But please, it'd be great to get this to a worthy person. As I said, someone who wants to find themselves, is healing, whatever. I think it'd be great. For more information, do look up the page Men Rides Together. They're on Instagram, and they'll give you a big run through down there. Trust Flow. That's what it is. So
excellent.
There's the two boys walking in tandem, Patrick Douglas and David Patrick Farrell. So they both have their own separate thing, but then they come together for this.
And actually, I've read his story, life in Dublin story. Jesus, he had a mad start to life, and he turned his life around. You asked earlier what motivates me. The likes of that motivates me. People that turn their lives. I think that's probably us for nearly hitting the mark. Any shout outs?
Just Larkin. Have him up there on the board. What a young fella, up and coming superstar of boxing.
This competition, tell people about it.
He does go on and follow him. I think he fights out of a club in Baldoyle. I can't remember the name. I think it's Spy.
Tell us about this
boxing or something.
Tell us about this thing he did.
He just went in, and I think there was just the snippet I saying it looked like there was 2 rounds with different opponents.
Like a blitz,
and I was boom, gone, boom, got. I was looking at the uncle,
Savage.
and it's like he's just walking down the street. Like he does shit out.
Play GTA.
Yeah,
Dang.
and not cocky, but does comfort
Nice,
feeling to
nice.
him, not cockiness. Like,
Deadly.
you know,
And how old is he?
I'm probably 20. Like,
Wow.
he'd be similar to Max, like
Max, yeah.
but in a different discipline. Would they say
Yeah.
sport?
Yeah.
So lately, so I wanted to say a big shout out. I love seeing young uncles like that. You know,
it's
because when I
brilliant.
was
It's
his
brilliant.
age, like even
Drinking
the father
and
drinking, smoking, and
yeah.
silly things, like,
Yeah.
you know.
Big time.
So
Big
I
time.
just wanted to say that.
We actually want to shout out to all the girls in Christine's chemist and having fair plages. I said
Go
there
on.
this morning collecting stuff. You've Christine, Trish, Rosie. They're all great girls there. And I was in chatting this morning, coming from the gym, and we got talking. I was telling them about it. They said they're gonna give us a listen. So fair play, girls. I think that's us. Listen, don't forget to like and share the page.
Yeah.
We
Please like and share the competition, people, because it's nothing to do with us getting followers. Because as
No.
me and Stewie said many times, and said it just there a couple of minutes ago, that we set up this podcast for our own journaling, when we're giving people a window into their story. But it's not about us getting clout. But if you like and share the competition,
Yeah.
if you don't want to follow the page, it's just to try to get someone who was in need of this place
Yeah.
to do it.
100%.
So if you don't want to, you don't have to follow the page, and we're not doing anything like that.
Yeah.
Someone might be out there that doesn't even know about us. Hopefully it reaches that person.
Yeah.
That,
Because I'm surprised, I said this to you earlier, I have people on my own Facebook page, and I've shared a lot of times. I was like, I'm doing a podcast. Oh, jeez, I didn't know.
yeah.
I'm like, how? So, and it's more, you know, what you said is 100% right. But I think, you know, from the followers that we have and the people contact the page, it seems like people get us and they get what we're doing. And I'd love to share that
Yeah.
for people, other people to get the same, you know.
Yeah.
And I'd actually say as well, if you did have a topic you wanted us to raise or chat about, whether
Yeah.
it be about, you know, eating habits or whatever,
Yeah.
we're
Just-
definitely open for it
Just
because
not sex.
just not sex. Hard stop.
Yeah.
No sex talk. Yeah, do contact us because and again, guests. We're in contact with a couple of people about getting a couple of new guests on, which we're looking forward to. So that's all in the mix as well. So we kind of are kept busy.
We are. Yeah, we are.
Kind of kept busy. Now
We
with you
do-
working, it's probably going to change. You know, when it comes out. We've
Yeah.
always tried to get out on a Sunday. Sunday
Yeah.
isn't always possible because after we finish up here, we have to go off and do a load of editing.
Like
and stuff
Stu
and
does
up around.
everything behind like I do absolutely nothing. Before we start, the work that goes into it, Stu does everything, and he does everything after. So I'm
Well,
sort of like a guest every week. Yeah, so I love him.
I know this is yeah.
You
It's
know?
everything. No, there's not. It's just time. Like as Carl said, like I was saying to Carl, Saturday is 3 or 4 hours
I
gone.
know.
Then Sunday
And he's
3
the
or 4
same,
hours
like,
is
what
gone. Like
you know,
I'm gone all week working, so
Yeah.
weekends are like
I know,
precious.
for
You
the
know.
family.
But now you're working, there'll probably be a time where we're doing this over video rather than being in person
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah,
If we
like
can
if I-
avoid it, we won't. We will.
Yeah, like if I'm down them shifts,
Yeah.
they nearly come down midweek.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So
So anyway, thanks for everyone
Thanks,
for supporting
everyone.
and listening. Don't forget to like, share, and follow. And certainly we're gonna get out that page about this bit. I'm not gonna say it's a competition.
no,
We're just looking for someone, and maybe you can put the word out. And yeah, that's it.
thanks everyone. Have a good week.
Have a great week.
All right,
You have a
bud.
great week. All right, bud.
You have a great week.
See you later.